Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dante Fortson here with episode number 9 of Ask an Israelite. So, today's question: is there any evidence to support Black Hebrew Israelite claims? So, before I get to that, let me remind you that Ask an Israelite is your opportunity to connect with someone from the Israelite community and get your questions answered. Please feel free to put your questions and comments in the comments section underneath this video, and I will get to them as soon as possible. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and most importantly, make sure you click the notification bell so you don't miss any other future videos after this. All right, so let me go ahead and give you my disclaimer like I always do before I get into today's question. I do not speak for all Israelites. That's very important. The views and opinions expressed in this video are my own. I am not associated with any BHI camp or denomination, and I identify as an Israelite by birth. All right, so today's question: is there any evidence to support Black Hebrew Israelite claims? Actually, yes, there's a ton of evidence. In fact, there is so much evidence that myself and Teo Ministries put together a series of videos into a single playlist called Evidence Unleashed, and you will find the link in the description to Evidence Unleashed. You will also find the playlist featured at the top of my main page to my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go watch that video series that I put together with Teo Ministries as a collaborative effort, we put it together for you guys to watch. So when you ask, is there any evidence? There's tons and tons and tons of evidence. Now, the first piece of evidence, I'm only going to show you guys just a little bit here because these are short and just kind of give you an overview. This guy right here is an Elamite. And if you read Genesis chapter 10, you will see that Elam is the son of Shem. And so these are the descendants of Shem and how they depicted themselves. This was discovered in the 1800s at a site called Susa, S-U-S-A. We see it in the Bible as Shushan Palace. It is the same place. It was discovered, and we see the archers. The Elamites are described as archers. We see a bow, and there are more than this. This is just one of many pictures that were taken at Susa, but they are depicted as Black people with Negroid features. Now, in addition to that, there are lots of maps that show Israel and Africa from 1750 and before. We have Judah on some maps. There are other maps with notations that said that Jews lived around, in and about West Africa. We have explorer journals, newspapers from the 1900s that refer to Jews as Black. We have documentation from the 1400s that describe how the Black Jews were deported from Spain and Portugal to the west coast of Africa. We have history books. We have pretty much everything you can think of. One of the biggest, thorns in people's sides is Sir Harry Johnston, who has won scientific awards for his contributions on Africa, and he describes the Assyrians, the Elamites, and the Jews as Negroes. And he won awards for it, and it matches his archaeological observation. This was discovered again in the 1800s, and his book was written based on observations of what was discovered. So we have archaeology, we have eyewitness, we have explorer journals, we have history books. We also have the biblical narrative that tells us that Israelites and Hamites mixed together all throughout the Bible. So this notion that Israel is Black isn't really foreign to anybody except for many people who are living today. They don't believe it because of the condition that Black people have been in all around the world. And yet when you read the Bible, it tells you that you should be on the bottom. You should be the tail and not the head, once they were cursed. Many people think it's a coincidence that 400 years of African-American slavery history since we were brought over here, some people think it's just a coincidence that it's all happening around the time that the awakening is happening and all this information is being uncovered. But in short, yes, there is tons and tons of evidence to support the claim that we are who we are. And again, watch Evidence Unleashed. It is a playlist series, a collaborative effort between myself and Teo Ministries. The link is in the description for anybody who wants to watch that and give a serious look at the evidence. I mean, if you're not serious about finding evidence, if you already made up your mind what you want to believe, that's fine. However, the evidence is there, it exists, and it cannot be denied. So if you want to support what we're doing, go to patreon.com/Dante Fortson. It's only $1 to support and become a patron. If you want to support via Cash App, you can do so with hashtag BHITB. The PayPal support link is in the description. And if you catch one of the live premieres, you are more than welcome to support via Super Chat. So hopefully that answered your question for today. But with that said, until next time, I'm out.